Hello, Kunjan Buffett Saubona Unjani. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you are sorry fine. Yes, here we have a good news concerning for what Dr. Kumar lived for the fun and for the public concerning for the new successes or development that are made with Kaiser Chiefs. So this time around, we're going to discuss and to hear what he said to the exclusive interview. At the forward of this video, you're going to hear his voice because we recorded today when we make the interview with him. So this is time for you to hear what he said, and also you have to understand that there is a good surprise that Kaiser Chiefs made for their fans, mainly purposely to make development and the success of the team, and also to become more successful. So this is time for every Kosi family to know their responsibility and also to know their awareness concerning for their club of Kaiser Chief. So first of all, the team of Kaiser Chief, they make happy of every Kosi fan because they know what are they need, and also they congratulate for some fan that is still love Kaiser Chief because they need that support because next could be clear or will be clear. So Dr. Khumalo introduced the new coming of best quality player, and that can I say that he lived the Riverate new quality player that he was a secretary of management that was needed to supply their funds, but according to the confusion and some questions of funds from different various regions to South Africa makes Dr. Khumalo to reveal that information from secretary to be public. So he said most thing, and he introduced most thing about new coming of Faisal Salom Feitoto, Mabatha, also Emma Shul, and the quality player from the World Cup. The quality player from the World Cup coming to join the coordination for the better success and the development. And this is a dream of Kaiser Chief to make sure that they could possess the player that he could have beneficial for the team, and also to make the team of Kaiser Chief to be strongly and to stay at the moment and the momentum. So this is time of coordination to make sure that every day, every seasons they improve more because their dream is to be dominant of football of Africa. So for better domination, they have to make their defense to be strong, means that the offense of the club to be strong, have a quality players. And also he identifies and analyzes that this time around they comes with a policy of every position of a player should have 4 or 5 players so as to make a competition because they detect something which is amazing for others. For example, Mamelodi Sundowns and the other clubs, the one position have more than 5 players that are competing only one number. So the competition within a team is become great because every player need to show or to advise the head coach what he have and to convince him to start into the lineup. So this make clear development and success for the team, and the player make good development and consistent. So this is time of coordination to make sure that their team could stay at the momentum and strongly than others people think. So this is time of Dr. Khumalo to openly that things which was circulated to be public. So this is time of coordination to stay at the moment. This is time of Kaiser Chief to stay at the biggest success. So ladies and gentlemen, you have to pay attention and stand strongly to make sure that they will need to survive and to stay strongly. So first of all, before going direct to what he said and about the new quality player that you are going to sign, let me remind you that remember to share, subscribe, like, and comment so as to be in here with our channel because we have been faithful and successful channel for the sports report, especially in transfer deal, this big window of transfer deal. So welcome, my name is Frequency Master and this is Caramela Digital. So Dr. Khumalo, the former player of Kaiser Chief, he was professional and he know about Kaiser Chief clear because he was born to the academy of Kaiser Chief and he played to the Kaizer Chiefs for long times and for big success. So he knows very well about Kaizer Chiefs, and sometimes he used as a chief executive, mean that a cabinet of management of Kaizer Chiefs for providing scouting and advices for some issues. So he have much respect there. They respect for him. So he have a mandate to speak anything concerning for his team of Kaizer Chiefs, because Kaizer Chiefs he was was part of the players that he brought the respected for the team of Kaizer Chiefs and introduced the Kaizer Chiefs outside of SA. So this is his time for providing level the issue that he could make the profit for the fan, and also to make a good relation between the management of Kaizer Chiefs and their fans, and also prayer, and for better success and development he make anything for the intellect. So Dr. Khumalo provided the information concerning for new coming of Festus Salum Feitoto, because he scouted him and said that Festus Salum is a European material, and his appearance, capacity and awareness is enough for the needs of Kaizer Chiefs to fulfill what the weaknesses are. So he need to make sure that there is new bombshells that are coming. So first of all, one bombshell is the Festus Salum Feitoto, because Festus Salum Feitoto is the one among of quality player that are from zone of West Africa, and also he have spatial awareness, his dribbling, decision, and he deliver. So once you get a player like that guy who know his responsibility, when he is in the ground he is committed, makes you to be profitable, because you can be comfortable, because you know anytime could deliver and make the success. So in the League of Tanzania, Taylor Festus Salum have 12 goals and 9 assists, and he is the top scorer to the runs of shoes learn. So in the learn of shoes to be a top scorer. So this is a quality development and success. So scouting of Kaizer Chiefs, they made it well to scout that player, and every month, and the most fan of Kaizer Chiefs, they need signs of Festus Salum Feitoto, because they know the Festus Salum Feitoto is the one another for golden boy that he could come to increase something to the Kaizer Chiefs. I mean that once you mention the quality team, you have to the quality player like Faisal. His leg is a right leg as a weapon of offending and defending. So he can manage to play 3 or 4 numbers. First of all, can he play as a holding midfielder number 6? Also, that's his natural number that he started from JKU there to Zanzibar, and once he moved from Zanzibar to Young Africans, he played that number, holding midfielder, and he was moved from number 6 to number 8. Once he was been with the Young Africans, played there for great success, and also from there he was moved from number 8 to number 10. This was the 2022-2023 under the head coach Nastin Mohamed Nabi. So Festus Salum have greater experience and a greater awareness to use his responsibility to be advantage for the team. So Dr. Khumalo confirmed that Festus Salum Feitoto is the plans and the one among of dream and the strategy of management of Kaizer Chiefs to sign the Festus Salum Feitoto, because one among of weaknesses that Kaizer Chiefs they have is to have a quality midfielder that can manage to play more than one numbers, because that sometimes once you have a midfielder that can manage to play more than one numbers, could offer you some areas. For example, if your team have already managed to play in the midfield clearly, so it should deliver or to flex from that number to change another numbers to be profitable. Once they pass it through a midfielder, they have to have a left wing or force number 9 so as to force to strike. So Faisal can manage that issue. That's why he's the top scorer this time around to the NBC Premier League, to the learner of end of the season. And also Dr. Khumalo confirmed that is a deal that first to be done according to the pushing and concentration most of focus of management of Kaizer Chiefs. And also Dr. Khumalo confirmed that there is a need of new striker that he mentioned, Fiston Kalala Mayele, that is Golden Boy and the King of Jungle, could come to join the Kaizer Chiefs because you know about his awareness and responsibility and the capacity of playing. So Dr. Khumalo proceed to confirm that Fiston Kalala Mayele is another requirement of Kaizer Chiefs because Kaizer Chiefs, they have lots of quality players. So there is a Wandile Duba, also there is a player like Maccabi Lilepo, there is a Fosler, there is a Gaston Leonard Stilino, there is a Mduduz Chabalala, there is a Ranga Chivavilo. All those players are low quality and they fail to give to offer Kaizer Chiefs to score more goals. So for this time around, Kaizer Chiefs, they made decision to increase their power for development and success and to increase their management confidence, because once the club perform poor, confidence of management increase, so they need to increase their performance through they are confident through signing quality player like Fiston Kalala Mayele. But imagine that Faisal Salom Feitoto is a good creator, and once he was being in Africa, he played with the Fiston Kalala Mayele, and the most assisting Fiston Kalala Mayele was received from the Faisal Salom Feitoto. So this is time of Faisal Salom Feitoto to increase the power and to increase the awareness and the capacity for the striking and to increase the management. So this is time of coordination to enjoy what they have and also to enjoy their moment, because they know much quality of what they have, and also they know much about their awareness and the performance what they have. So this is time of coordination to increase the quality of their team, also to increase their capacity and their awareness. So Fiston Kalala Mayele could come to replace all those players that are named there. Wandile Duba, Frosler, also Silva, Provians, also Ranga Chivavilo, and the Kanisha Mayo. All those players could go out to the team, sign out from the team, and Fiston Kalala Mayele sign in to increase the power of striking. Because now at time Kaizer Chiefs, they don't laugh with anyone. They need to make sure they improve more to increase their power. And also Kaizer Chiefs, they have plans to sign someone who is a best quality midfielder from National Al Ahly, Emmanuel Mashul. You know that Emmanuel Mashul, his old age awareness and his commitment is allow Kaizer Chiefs to get confidence to find out his sign, because have experience, and also he played national team of Egypt in World Cup, so have a greater experience. So that's why once Dr. Khumalo say that World Cup's player comes to join with the Kaizer Chiefs, this is true information, because you see that Emmanuel Mashul participated for in the World Cup, and also Fiston Kalala Mayele participated for to the World Cup. So if a player going to participate in World Cup that have more than 124 teams participate to the World Cup tournament, makes him to get confidence and experience in some adaptation of pressure that comes, because you met that he plays 6 matches that could give him experience and the exposure of playing. Once for example, Mamelodi Sundowns, they get more experience about prayer, because most players are from there and they participate from Fano. For example, Themba Zwane Mshishi, Sebo Homoko Wena, Lonnie Williams, and so Adams, so others, and Collins Johnson Mura, others player from Mamelodi Sundowns. They participate to the FIFA World Cup 2026. So this includes performance for the team. So Kaizer Chiefs, they succeed to offer or to have one player to the World Cup who is here badly close, and until this time around he wasn't was the player and didn't play any match. So according to this, they have a desire to make sure that most players are from Kaizer Chiefs. So badly close are from Kaizer Chiefs. And also another thing which is success for the Kaizer Chiefs is to find out quality signs for head coach, who is a Puiso Mosemane. You know that Puiso Mosemane is another European material and the best quality coach that can make it to change the direction of Kaizer Chiefs, because Kaizer Chiefs need success and development clearly. So according to Dr. Khumalo, information says that introduction of Ferdinand de Cruz and the clues sometimes is not real, because mostly they introduce the clues, but finally they introduce new head coach. This is like a culture of Kaiser Chief. They made this to measure the response and the love, and also a patriotic situation of fans, because they need to see their team to be quality and successful without any sanction. So that's why they try to sometimes to confuse the player and fans of Kaiser Chief, to see their response and their comments, also their opinions, because the democratic in Kaiser Chiefs is a democratic club, as you see, because it is a kingdom club from the Motang family. So Achurena could be decorated with the quality players, according to Dr. Khumalo. So Dr. Khumalo is the one who have a clear explanation. He know much about the team of Kaiser Chief, and he know much about the responsibility of the leadership of Kaiser Chief, because he was being there for a long time. So he know much their promise, if it is true or not, because also he is one among of the quality one that know responsibility and the awareness of the leadership of Kaiser Chiefs. So this is time of Dr. Khumalo to give new information, and this information, I think even you will be happy, because Dr. Khumalo tried to increase and to pursue some leaders of Kaiser Chiefs to increase their moment, to increase their effort, to make sure that quality player could come to join with the Kaiser Chiefs. Because once quality player could come to join with the Kaiser Chiefs, one thing which increased there is loves, awareness, and the skills, and also there is another new thing, which is momentum. Because if club become momentum and become aware and the quality, most fun could enjoy and to love more, and to increase their participation and motivation for the player. Because sometimes Kaiser Chiefs lack of concentration of and the motivation of fun, because also see to the Soweto Dubs there a greater motivation that I made with the fun. And this is due to the influence of fans of Orlando Pirates. So makes fans of Kaiser Chiefs to increase their power to motivate their players, so as to avoid the shame after the match. Because once you lose the derby, or allowed to defeat with your opponent, is the biggest shame, especially to the derby of Soweto, because it is the better than to consider or to lose against Mamelodi Sundowns than Kaiser Chiefs to lose against Orlando Pirates, because of this team, the biggest quality team in SA. So they made their quality and the effort to make sure that quality increase. So Fiston Kalala Mayele, Festus Salum, Emma Ashul, and the others player from sides of Africa, like Embolo, and the others player could come to join the Kaiser Chiefs to increase more time and the performance of the team directly, because they don't think about failure, they think about superior. That's why you see that they try to manage and to make sure. For example, last season they played CAF Confederation Cup, and their Group B meet with experiencing team like El Masri, Zamalek, and Nairobi FC. So Kaiser Chiefs leave number 3, but they were have all mandate or all possibility for them to qualify to go quarterfinal, but according to the weakness of some players, especially X factors, make them to fail, because some matches it was time to finish there to FNBN, but they failed due to lack of consistency and quality players. So this time around they detected that issue, and they made some qualification or some measures to make sure that they become strong. So the preparation of next season is unlike preparation of other season, and they know what are they needs. That's why they try to make sure that this time around is time of them to increase the focus, performance, power, and awareness, possibility, and quality. So this time, I think every course fan could have awareness and could know what are they need, and they need success, not otherwise, because you know that once you play with the team that have awareness, the success could make you to be happy and to enjoy more, because the way you fight, the way you win. This is how it is. So this, if this is how it is, they made things like uh, development and success for their own. So this could help them to become successful. This could help them to become developed. So I think could help for the next development, could make them to next for the success. So this is best quality thing for them. This is a quality for them, and this could help them to be nearly with what they have, because they know what are they need. They know what are they need, and also they know what to do, what to develop. So this time of Kaiser Chief to increase momentum and power, because momentum and power help the team for one means and another to be aware, and also to increase passion. So I said, even me, I said that the places of Fiston Kalala Mayele, the places of new creation of Kaiser Chief, and the presence of new development of Kaiser Chief, and the presence of dialect meaning of Kaiser Chief. So, ladies and gentlemen, you have to know that Kaiser Chief this time around, they are on momentum of increasing the power and performance for the next and the best development. So you have to understand that they are here for the development. So that